look at the 10 compared to the 8 and the 6.5. Jeez, you don't think a 10 is big? It swallows an 8-inch speaker, and it makes a 6.5 look like a tweeter. Can you imagine having a 10-inch speaker in your front doors or your rear doors?
Pull up to the spot, they heard me 10 blocks back for real. Crack the concrete at the light, making body panels peel. Turning heads before they see me, got the baddest bitches grinning. Giving out demos while I'm counting money, ain't no ending. Rolling deep with banging bros, you know we shut the city down. More attention.
Oh, buddy, check out what we're working on today. That is a 10, bro. So today we are working on the 10-inch rear door speaker pod for Myka's 2005 Suburban. Look how big this thing is, bro. Made by Custom Speaker Pods for the GMT800s. And, Myka already has the single 6.5, which is excellent. So much better than stock. But this 10, now that's going to set it off. So we have already done a test fit on the speaker pods to make sure that they lined up with the door panels. That's the first step that you would want to do whenever you're installing the pods, is making sure that the right pod that was ordered and sent for your vehicle is actually what's in the box. So after you have checked the fitment on the pods to your door panels, you're able to do whatever you'd like to do. If you want to paint your pods, then you can, from that point forward, you can do that. But a lot of people just like to leave them as is. If Myka's Suburban was white, we probably would consider just leaving them the way they are. But we have already painted the front ones, and we're going to use the same exact paint from Behr, the smoky taupe. It's come in clutch on the other two. This should be no different. So so we're going to paint Myka's. And if you are going to paint your speaker pods, the best finish to get is the white standard finish, just because it's a perfect blank canvas for whatever paint that you want to put on it. Now let's get to painting. I want to also add, before you paint your pods, make sure to wipe them down really good. You don't have any dirt or any dust on there. If you just pulled them out of the box, they should be good to go. But you just don't want to paint over a dirty surface. And that's about it. Minimal prep work. I've never actually sanded a pod before I painted it. I just grabbed the right paint that adhered to plastic well, and it's worked out for me this far. Man, so these things turned out awesome. They're going to match his front doors and his A-pillars. Put 3 layers of paint on here to give a nice durable paint coating. And now we're just going to let them dry overnight. And Myka's going to come on over tomorrow, and we can start chopping up those back doors and getting the 10-inch speakers installed right. Hey, bro, if you need any of the custom speaker pods, even the wild A-pillar ones where you can put 4 speakers up there next to your windshield, just go on over to customspeakerpods.com. If you use coupon code Bangin Bros, you'll get a discount on all of the finishes in any pod for any of the vehicles that are in their catalog. The entire catalog is on the website, and even the door pods have the extra strength finish that's 50% thicker than the standard thickness. So if you have a heavy Bangin system and you want to put double the speakers in your door panels, check out the extra strength option. That one was made just for you, my bro. Well, look who showed up. We got Myka's 2005 Suburban in the bay and ready to get those 10-inch door pods on them back doors. As you see here, Myka has been rocking the flangeless single 6.5 door pod that we added in a previous video. And man, it's been hanging on there great. Now with Myka's 415s, this thing gets a lot more shaking, a lot more quaking. But these things haven't budged at all. I love it, man. And those 10-inch door pods are going to make a huge difference. So this back door has been giving Myka some heck here, and it looks like this one just came undone. Just a little clip. Maybe the clip broke, I don't know. But that's what came undone after the 415s went inside. Not too bad. Minimal damage. Not a big deal. So yeah, that was an easy fix. This thing just came unhooked. Now it's all hooked back up, so this door can open. Myka said that he was giving a demo the other day, and He was giving somebody a ride the other day, and they just happened to get a demo as well. And they were in the back seat right here, and they were like, "What? No, I'm stuck inside this thing." You know, I guess for a bass head, that wouldn't be the worst thing. So as easy as that, now both the back door panels are out, and they are ready for surgery. Oh man, so that stock panel is gonna look so good with the tin on it. Oh man, look at that monster. Man, the way that looks on there, shoot, bro. All the way around. Exact fit. Shoot. And the color match looks pretty good. I ain't mad at it. So with those little retention clips, we're just gonna snip off and break them off, because you can rebuy the little retention clips on Custom Speaker Pod's website. So in theory, we could remove the clips and then save the pod for another install down the line if we have another GMT800 rear door to do. They're one-time use only, but man, do they work great. They really hold on to this pod very, very well. And so now that you've removed the retention rings, all of those, the pod just pops right on out. And there it is. That speaker is secure. No problems, bro. Look at there. The strength on that pod. The strength on that pod. Look at that strength, bro. Look at how this big pod just sits on there. Jeez. So we'll just cut out all of that dead space there. We'll mark it out with a Sharpie, and then that'll be it. That'll be it. Man, look how much mounting depth you get. That's amazing, dude. You know, a 10-inch are so big, the 10-inch speakers, that just having that mounting depth, it's good to have. Shoot. So the cutout's done, and now what's going inside this cutout? So we got a set of Hammertech, what were these, ACF, I think? OCF tins. ACF are in the front, OCF are in the rear. Man, these need a little extra mounting depth. Ah, yeah. Oh, daddy. Yeah, so we're good. We're good. So now that we know everything is going to fit like a glove, Myka is marking all of the holes that will pre-drill so we can put the hardware in. Man, this is awesome. These look awesome. I'm super excited. This is just really, really cool, to be honest. Just really cool. And for this pod install, we're going to use the black hardware that comes with the pods. Excellent stuff, comes in these little baggies. We're going to use the black one so it matches the front doors and the A-pillars. We use the same hardware. It blends in really good. So we got all the bolts through, and now Myka's just putting the nuts on the back. Those nuts have little nylon lock things to make them really tight. Once you put them on, dude, they're set. I haven't experienced one back out on me. They're nice. And then they tighten up nice and tight. We set the drill on the lowest setting because you don't want to over tighten. You just want to use the drill to get most of the threads, and then we'll go back and hand tighten whatever needs to be extra tightened, I guess. Now, one bro tip that I add in every custom speaker pods install video is do not over tighten your hardware. You see, whenever the hardware is in there just right, it doesn't bow the plastic or nothing. No cracks, no nothing. Look how perfect that is. Whoo! Me and Myka were just saying, that pocket right there, you could stuff some contraband in there, man. If you were trying to, I shouldn't even be talking about this on the video, but I'm just saying, you got a contraband pocket there, and no one would know. And now we're using our sheet metal screws. Everything is going together perfect. Man, that's gonna look so good. Damn, look at that. A monster compared to what was before. Wow, that's awesome. And then here from the inside, look at there. Doesn't even touch the seat. Man, that's awesome. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. That's cool. I thought it would touch the seat. It gives all that mounting depth. It doesn't even touch the seat. That's awesome. And then here from the inside, about half the tin's covered up by the seat, but you still get a whole lot of speaker hanging out. So you may have asked yourself, why did they not put any sound deadener on there? Let me tell you. Sound deadener, we totally recommend it, and we wish we could have done it, but Myka still needs to do some work on his doors. He needs to do the new window motors, and so we didn't want to do any sound deadening on the doors before he did all those fixes. But then after that, the door panels are so easy to take on and take off, so we can do all of that sound deadening all at the same time, and it'll just be for another date. But putting it all together was today's thing. Getting it all playing was today's thing, so that he can repair the rest of the stuff when the time comes. Man, if one wasn't good enough, two. Look at tins, man. Tins in the back door. Wow. That's just cool. It's just super cool, man. Just super cool. So look at there, the side-by-side comparison. The single 6.5 to the Mac Daddy 10. Wow. Just to see them in the same shot. Look at the big difference, though. Big difference. You can't go wrong either way. If you want the flangeless 6.5 and you want that style, it's an amazing pod. We have no problems with it. But bigger is always better, and we stay bigger here in Texas, and that's what I'm talking about.
And then in the front,
to go with the front. Oh yeah. So the speakers that are going inside these back doors are the Hammertech OCF 250. I have the spec sheet right here, and they do 90 to 16 kilohertz as far as the range goes, and 92.3 dB sensitivity. Those are things people ask about. The power handling is 200, and the max power is 500. This is it's going to be hooked up to his JP234, so it's going to give it that power at 4 ohms. Yeah, 4 ohm speaker, 10-inch. It's got a little bit bigger mounting depth than the ones we put in the front doors, but we already know what these sound like because they were already in the front doors for that short time whenever we initially installed the front door pod. So we know these things sound pretty good. It'll be a good addition to the back doors. So there's the rear door. This is the rear passenger side, all done. Perfect. Came out just as good as the other one. Love it, dude. Man, those look super good too. Man. Yeah. Got that back in. Easy as that. And both of those rear doors are ran off of the JP234. 2 of the channels go to the back doors, 2 of the channels go to the front door. So that's what's what's powering these tins up.
Loyal to me, group on it, so loyal to me. This shit for how you figure. I ain't gonna chit.
Wow, man. So we just finished up the tins and we put them in the back doors. It made a big difference. I honestly was thinking it wasn't going to make that much of a difference, but it made an incredible difference. Those back doors have a lot more punch to them than they had previously. The 6.5 just don't have the same thump as a 10-inch speaker does. So no, very happy all the way around. We just listened to it and got some demos and whatnot. Man, very nice, very nice. They sound better in the back doors than they did in the front doors, but they have the JP234 giving them a lot more power than previously. When they were in the front doors, they only had a JP84. So we're not really comparing that. That doesn't matter. But the right power, good power, all the frequencies that it needs to play. We wanted to have a little bit of thump to it. So they're really good. Thumbs up on those 10-inch rear door pods. It really is a great upgrade, especially if you have the 10-inch in the front doors as well. Hey, man, go 10s all the way around. And when you open your doors, everybody's jaws will drop. What? That's a 10? It happens all the time to Myka. So yeah, it's good. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you need anything, go over to banginbros.com. You can find all of the custom speaker pods over at banginbros.com, as well as all of the social media outlets for TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and here on YouTube. And we'd love for you to follow us on all of them and check out all the different content. It's a big story all over the place, so you got to follow all the different ones to catch all the different parts of the story. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below.